Today, as part of our word processing unit, you're going to look at how to format an MLA style document. This is a way that you can format a research paper or a report. There are other different types of formatting, but MLA is the most common. It is what you would probably use in the high school, especially in your English and literacy classes. You'll be seeing more of this MLA style. So I wanted to show you how to format a paper using the MLA style. So you have this instruction sheet that you will follow to format this document called MLA paper. So thank you to Ms. Smith for typing all of this for you. In years past, I have had all of my students type most of this, and then we go back and make the formatting changes. This year, I decided I would share the document with you and just allow you to make the changes to the document I already have prepared. So the first thing we're going to do is press Control A to select the entire document. So we're going to go over to the MLA paper and we're going to press Control A to select the entire document. So Control plus the letter A, you should see that now everything is highlighted or selected blue. Then we're going to change the font to Times New Roman size 12. So I'm going to look in the font box. I'm going to click the drop down arrow and choose Times New Roman. I'm also going to increase the font of all the text to size 12, and this is standard for an MLA document, Times New Roman size 12. Step number 3, we're going to change the entire document to double spaced. So I'm going to go over to my document. On my toolbar, if you're not seeing the spacing, the line spacing option, you'll need to click on the 3 buttons for more. And then you should see this button on the toolbar that's line spacing. We're going to click on that button and we're going to choose double. In an MLA style document, it is double spaced. That means that for every line, there is a blank line in between every line. So if you scroll through your document, you're now going to see that everything is double spaced, which also makes it take up many more pages than before. Now that we've double spaced everything, we're going to click anywhere in the document to deselect that. Then we're going to go to the File tab and we're going to choose Page Setup from the menu. So we're going to click on File and we're going to scroll down and choose Page Setup from the menu. In an MLA style document, you're going to change your margins to be 1 inch. Currently, mine are set to 0.5, so I'm going to change all of those to 1.0. Now, yours may already be set to 1.0. If they are, then you can just click OK. If not, be sure that they are set to 1.0. And then click OK. So the margin of the document is this white space over to the left and then also to the right. And if you scroll to the bottom of the page, it's going to be at the bottom and the top. The margin leaves a blank white space where no text, none of your words will appear in that blank white space. This just creates a nice, clean, crisp document that has a nice border all the way around. Now, in some classes you may be asked to add some type of binding. Maybe it's you place this into a folder of some sort, or maybe you hole punch it, or maybe you staple it, and a margin is good for that. So if you were to need to hole punch this and put it into a binder, that left margin is going to allow you that space to hole punch or staple without doing that on top of your text. So now that we have double spaced, we're on to now that we've changed the margins, we're on to step number 8, where it says your name, replace it with your name. So you can just triple click there and then you'll type your name here. I'm going to put mine. And then where it says today's date, triple click. And we're going to type today's date, which for you is going to be November the 4th. Or 5th. It might be the 5th, actually. And then go ahead and put 2020. Oops, sorry about that. And that takes care of step number 9. Step number 10, center align the title of the document, formatting a paper in MLA style. So this is the title. We need to center align it. We're going to go to our toolbar, look at the align options, and choose center. We're going to go down to step number 11. We're going to look for the works cited title, which is going to be on the last page. And we're also going to center the works cited title. Then step number 12, I want you to look at how the works cited page is formatted. Notice that it has a hanging indent. That means that the first line of the entry is at the left margin, but the second line of the entry is indented a 1/2 inch. That's called a hanging indent. So this is a book that was used to write this paper. And this source starts at the left margin, but if there is a second line, it is indented with a hanging indent 1/2 inch. And if you notice on the ruler bar, there is that hanging indent indicated by the margin mark for the first line indent, and then also the left indent, which creates that hanging indent. And so that is a works cited page for an MLA document. And then I also want you to scroll through and just look how nice and neat this looks, being double spaced, 1-inch margins, all the font, Times New Roman, size 12. Notice that all of the paragraphs are indented 5 spaces or a 1/2 inch. All paragraphs in an MLA document should be indented. So I hope as part of this assignment, you now understand how an MLA paper is formatted. And if you need to write or type a paper in the future and it needs to be MLA style, hopefully this will be fresh on your mind and you can recall this information and use it for future classes. If you have any questions on this assignment, email me at smithla@whitehallsd.org. Be sure you turn this in when you are finished.